So what's today? December 4th. Really just want to kind of go over December as a whole, scheduling things out. That's one thing that I want to be better about. Um, so that it's not just me springing things on you guys. Like, hey, we're going to run a sneak peek tomorrow. Who's in? And hey, our boot camp starts next week. Start inviting. Like, I want there to be a better system, and I want us to work together more. Um, I want you guys to feel like you are just as much of a leader as I am, that you contribute just as much as I do. But in the same sense, I know that a majority of you don't have like the time that I do to put into this. So I don't want you to feel like I'm going to be asking more of you. That's going to take more of your time. I don't want that. Because all of you, your focus should be, right now, your business, your daily vitals, sending invites, growing your network, that type of thing. But like I said, I don't want this to be like the Lauren show. Lauren is planning this. We are a team, and that's something that's a weakness of mine. I growing up, I was bossy. In high school, I did like to take leadership. And when it came to, group projects, for instance, in school, I wanted to be in charge. And if nobody else was going to do it, I was just going to do it so that it was done right. Well, that's a weakness, and I recognize that. And so I want to loosen the reins on my end and give you guys more say, more just, I don't know. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. So anytime that you ever have ideas, or, you see some other coach or some other team doing something different, shoot it my way, post in the team page, ask for feedback. And if, there's ever anything that you want to put together on your own, if you're say it's almost summertime and you're like, oh, I want to put together this free group for summer, post that in the team page and be like, hey, I want to do this free group. Does anybody want to collab and do it with me? Don't feel like you need to run it by me. It's your business. Okay. So with that being said, looking at December, let me pull up my calendar. So we're in the first week of the month right now. What I am doing for boot camp or challenge group this month, I am just throwing people in whenever they can sign up. Yes, I'm really, hyping up Transform 20. And so when they say, well, when does the challenge group start? I tell them, well, it doesn't start until January 14th, but girls are joining and working now because there are prep workouts and we need to get ready for the official launch. So I had girls sign up today, but I will continue to add them in any other day this month and just tell them that, yes, this is leading up to Transform 20. Join whenever. But then extending that on, I do want us to look. So January, then the Transform 20 will launch on January 14th. That's right in the middle of the month. And then looking even ahead to February, because you kind of want to plan your business 3 months in advance so that you're not rushed every single month. So if we start the 14th, for me personally, I think then I would like to start February boot camp on the 11th. A lot of coaches will have a system where they're it's always the first Monday of the month. And, maybe that's smart, so you're just always consistent in that sense. But I don't know. Sometimes I just kind of like to look okay, the first Monday is the 4th. I don't know. I would rather be the 11th. I don't know why. So again, with these boot camps, I have my Facebook community that everybody is in, but each month that I'm talking about a new boot camp, that is held in the Challenge Tracker app. And when someone signs up brand new, like they're a new customer, they get thrown in that new app group. Once they finish their first 21 or 30-day boot camp, however long I kind of do it, then they move on to kind of what I've been calling my graduate boot camp. And that's like for you guys, like you've already completed a challenge. You're just in like the general group where everybody's posting, no matter like what program you're doing. So that's kind of my process with that. And so what I was trying to get my point with that across is if you are inviting girls to say, you know, the Transform 20 boot camp, you can put them in the app group with me. We can run it together. Then if you're inviting to February, if you want to put them in the app group with me, we can do it together. But if you like doing one on your own so that you feel like it's a more close-knit personal experience, feel free to do that, whether it's just you and one other person or it's you and 20 other people. So I hope that kind of clears the air on that. Now, back to December, what our focus is here. So like I said, no real boot camp start this month. It's just getting them in as soon as possible for Transform 20. I do want to add on that. Like I had a girl reach out to me today. She's actually an older customer that hasn't been active in a long time, but she said, hey, can you tell me more about the new program? So I explained it, and we were having the conversation. And, you know, if someone is asking details or they ask price, I don't give that right away. It's always like, what are your goals? Like, why are you interested? Tell me that first. And with me asking that today, she opened up that she is just seriously struggling with nutrition. She's like, I know that I need to work out, but with where I am mentally with my food, I know that the workouts aren't going to do a damn thing. Like I'm struggling bad. And so I completely wiped Transform 20 out of the conversation. I said, okay, let's talk about that. And I was able to offer the solution of 2B Mindset. I sent her the YouTube video, the promo video of it, kind of explains it. And she shot right back and was like, I need that. So there's an example of like, yes, she reached out about Transform 20, but since we had that conversation, we found something that's going to work for her better. And so don't get so hyper focused on the new program or the new product or whatever it is. You want to be able to relate to the person that you're talking to, figure out their needs, offer a solution, go from there. And so, you know, with that being said, with her maybe only doing 2B Mindset, I mean, maybe she will do on demand as well and try the workouts. I don't know yet. We haven't solidified anything. But say she just does 2B Mindset, I could either just not put her in the app anywhere because she won't be logging workouts, or I would just throw her in that graduate boot camp so that she just has the general accountability of logging her Shakeology, whatever, every single day, since she's not doing specifically the Transform 20 boot camp. So I wanted to share that with you guys. And here's something that you might write down. There's an app that you can download called BB, like Beachbody, Links, LINKS, like a website link. And it's where you can find direct links to literally anything that someone might want to buy. So if someone just wants Beachbody on demand for a year, you can get the direct link to that. If somebody wants Energized, send them the link. Somebody wants beach bars, send them the link. And that's a really good tool to use so that they are getting your direct link if it's like for one individual product that they're asking for. And, you know, if like with this girl I talked to today, when she asked how much 2B Mindset was, I can just pull that up in that app really quick, just find 2B Mindset kit, and it shows me the price. So that's just a really convenient way for me to have those prices on hand. And as I mentioned, I only do that when they're asking for like one specific product. If they, like if I'm going to sign them up for a challenge pack where it's on demand and Shakeology, then I want to do share a cart, because you go through the steps of having to pick their flavor and blah, 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 all that stuff. So use share a cart when you can, but if you're in an instance where you're like, you're not at your computer or they just need a tub of Energize, use that app. So that was kind of off topic there. But that kind of covers boot camp for December. Coach sneak peek, this last one that we did, it was last week, we just did it in a 1-day stint. Everybody went live during the day sharing their stories. Thank you to all of you that did that. I appreciate you. And that night did kind of the webinar style, so that number one, I could record it and share it with anybody that missed it, because you're going to have the people that are like, oh, I was working, or oh, it was too late, etc. And in that webinar, that's where I covered, the typical questions, hesitations, things like that. If you guys missed the webinar and you want to hear the topics that I covered, message me when we get off here and I'll send that to you. For future reference though, like, I want as many people to be in the Coach Sneak Peek as possible, even if you don't have prospects in there. It'll just help you become more confident in talking about the coach opportunity, because I know that's what held me back for the longest time. I didn't know how to talk about it without feeling awkward, and without word vomiting. So for December, I would like to do it, as long as nothing comes up, Wednesday the 19th. I think from here on out, we'll try and consistently always do it like the third Wednesday, just so we can have, kind of a plan in place for that. I'd like to do the 1-day approach again, share our stories, webinar at night. And just to kind of touch on inviting to the coach opportunity, because I know that might be awkward for a lot of you. Just try one, okay? I know on your daily checklist, it might tell you to do 3 a day or 10 per week or whatever. If you've never done any, just try one. Make that your goal tomorrow. Go through the people that like your pictures, go through the people that follow you. And if there's anyone that's already into fitness, shoot them a genuine message. Hey girl, I've been looking at your page for a while now. I can see that you are, killing the fitness game. You're constantly being positive and trying to help people out. Have you ever considered doing what I do? Like, that's a compliment to someone. That's not salesy. That's not pushy. That's not icky. As long as you're being real about it. Like, don't go to some stranger and say that. Like, that would be weird. And if you have any current customers, even if they're brand new, bring up the idea to them. Hey girl, I know that you're brand new, but you're already crushing it. Have you thought about doing what I do? You have a really good attitude. I know that you would rock at this. Or, hey girl, I know you told me you've been struggling to stay consistent in your health and fitness journey. Have you ever thought about becoming a coach so you would have extra accountability? Things like that. And the more that you send those invites, the less awkward they will feel. So yeah, just make that your goal tomorrow. Everybody send out one coach invite. Okay. And I want you to come back into the team page, and report. Like, I'll make a post tomorrow morning that says, who did you invite? And you just have to comment their first name and copy and paste the invite that you sent them. That's it. I don't care if they message back or not. I just want you to send it. Okay. So like I said, that'll be on the 19th. Talking about free groups, I haven't been doing that so much. I know we all kind of teamed up and did the Clean Week one. What was that, last month? I mean, it was beneficial for some of the people in there. You formed relationships, kind of talked to some new people, that type of thing, which is what we always want to be doing. But I almost feel, as we're working more with Instagram and less with Facebook, that it's more worth our while and just easier on our part to almost run free challenges via Instagram story. So like, I see Lainey taking a drink right now, just maybe think like a water challenge. Like, do that with your followers. Be like, hey, I'm slacking in the water department this week, so for the rest of this week, I'm challenging myself to drink this much, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to hashtag Lainey's water challenge. Join me. Okay. And like, offer little incentives, like get in your coach office and order the Energize packets. It's like $12 or something. You get 10 of them. I use those for prizes all the time. Or a $5 Starbucks gift card. You can send those via email. It's super simple. It's like if you were, giving out one $5 Starbucks card a month for free challenges to engage with your followers, to get more people connected with you, like, don't you think that would be worth it? So maybe try and experiment with that within the coming week or weeks of December. Brainstorm on what kind of different challenges you can do. It can be a water challenge. One time I did a burpee challenge, and that went over well with my followers. But other things, like gratitude, go to bed earlier, wake up earlier, things like that. Have fun with it, okay? That's pretty much it in terms of like things we need to know for the rest of December. Come January, the biggest focus right now is Transform 20, obviously. The only other like real launch that we will have coming in the near future is the Energized Fruit Punch. That's in February. That's probably going to resonate more with like your current customers though. So now that we kind of have a plan of attack, just at least for you guys to be prepared for the month. So again, it's not like, hey, we're running a group tomorrow, get ready. And then you guys are like, Lauren, I hate you. Why are you doing things last minute? We've got that laid out. I am now going to put everybody on the spot, and you're going to tell me what your goal is for the month of December. I want to know your own personal health and fitness goal, and maybe life goal. Like you can throw in other things with that. And I want to know like your business goal. Like, is it something specific like Success Club or advancing in rank or signing so many coaches? Is it, sending so many invites per day? Like it can be, something like that. It can be a certain amount of money you want to make. Give yourselves a few seconds to think if you need to. I'll go ahead and start in case you guys need to brainstorm a little bit. My goal for the end of December for my own health and fitness journey is let's see, I want to get down to 152 pounds. My lowest earlier this last week was 159. So that's lose like 7 pounds this month. And I'll do that by showing up consistently with my Body Beast workouts, prepping for Transform 20 with the cardio, and, not pigging out over Christmas. So there's that. My business goals is Success Club 20. I don't think I've hit over 10 in like the past couple of months, and that's just not good enough for me, myself, and I. So we're going to go for Success Club 20 because why not? I would also like to sign a total of 6 new coaches. I know as of today I've got 1, so there's 1 on the checklist. And 2 of any of my working coaches to advance to Emerald. And I want to make $2,000 throughout the month as a whole. So on average, I need to make $500 a week. So there's that. Does anybody want to volunteer to go first? And I'm going to write your goals down so that I can call your ass out when you're like, Lauren, it's hard. I don't want to. And I'm be like, okay, do you want to reach this goal or not? So who wants to go first?
I will, since I just turned on my light for this.
Okay.
But so personally, I want to successfully complete 21 Day Fix. I got a lot of attention on my little transformation picture today, so that's motivating me to keep going. And then I'll be able to share my transformation from that too, which in turn will generate more interest. And then I didn't make it to 3 challengers for November, so I want to shoot for that again in December on 3 chapters. all freeze? Can you hear me?
There, you kind of cut out. I heard you say 3 challengers, and then what?
Okay, so I didn't make it to 3 challengers for November. I want to try that again, not more for. I want them to sign up in December, but I want it to be 4 Transform 20.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Perfect. Who's next? Is that a duck? What is going on? That's a dog.
I'm sorry, my dog has to potty. He like keeps whining at me. I'll go.
That's funny.
So personal, I want to get my water in because I struggle really bad with that. And then I'm doing Lift 4 right now with my group. So I want to complete all those workouts and then at least do 2 extra workouts during the week. And then for business, I want to get Success Club 10 and then hopefully sign up at least 1 coach.
Okay. Solid.
I'll go.
All right.
So personal, I'm doing Lift 4 as well. I'm on week 2. I have 1 challenger doing it right now with me. So I want to finish that all the way through. And then and eat better because I've been not doing the best because I'm lazy and don't go to the
What is
grocery
that
store.
noise? Does anybody else hear that?
I popped my knuckles, so that might have been it.
No, it's like a constant noise.
I'm mute.
I hear it too, but I was muted, so I'm
I
hoping
hear
it's not
it.
me.
Hold on, I'm gonna try and mute everybody like one by one. Yeah, Liz, it's whenever I mute you. I don't know what it's doing. It's like just a
What does
weird.
it sound like?
I don't know how to explain it. It's like a weird background noise.
That's creepy. Is it your TV?
Dave, are you listening to anything?
I mean, you should be able to hear it. Like, it must be just like something with like, I don't know.
I don't have anything playing. Like my roommate's in the living room, so maybe she's like
This is scaring me.
70% deaf, so she usually has everything like crazy loud.
No, like, I don't know. Here, I'm gonna mute you just while Tia talks so that we can hear it, and then we'll let you talk.
Sorry.
You're fine. All right, sit. Wait.
But yeah, eating better as well. But then in my business, I would like to at least hit Success Club 5.
Okay.
So I know I got 2 last month, so we'll strive for 5.
Solid. Cool. All right, now we're gonna unmute Liz. Okay, now it's like not there. What the fuck?
I have no idea. I have
Oh,
no
now
idea.
it's back. I don't know. Anyway, but we can still hear you, so go ahead and talk.
I would say personal goals. I want to hit 200 pounds. I weighed in earlier this month at 205, and right now I'm hitting the monthly, so I'm trying not to weigh myself because I know I get super bloated. But I haven't been 200 pounds since 2016. So I'm like,
Yes, you're
Pushing
5 pounds away. You can do it.
and I really want to hit that by the wedding, which is now like 5.5 weeks away, which is like
Okay.
insane to me. I really want to get back into running. So I had an ACL injury, so I'm like doing running intervals in the morning and trying to wake up early and stay consistent with that. And I don't know if this is what Sam does earlier. She commented on my post on Instagram because she noticed, she peeped my comment about a goal that I got accepted from Lauren earlier. I am going to be walking the stage with her at the summit.
Yay!
I'm like
Classic.
freaking, but I'm so excited. I'm so nervous.
Dude, it is going to be the best experience ever. Like, I'm probably going to cry when we're there together. I'm not even kidding.
I'm so
I'll
excited
probably
for
go
you.
to her. Like, I'm so nervous, but I'm so excited. So it's just like, it's a fear of mine because I've never wanted a bikini in my entire life. Even when I was like 170, I refused to wear a bikini. I just couldn't do it. I don't want to hear your side from it. He's staring at me. Like, we talked about it for like 2 hours earlier because I kept giving every excuse in the book. So trying to wrap my head around that and set kind of like a plan and be consistent literally from like today on to prepare for that and to not back down from it because I feel like when I get closer to
Right.
and nutrition wise, I want to get back to being plant-based. Thanksgiving kind of threw me off because the family is good food and it's thrown me off since Thanksgiving. So I want to get back to that for the sake of my son.
Right.
And then business-wise, I want to hit success. So I have 2 commitments for this week. One of them I'm signing up tomorrow, and then another one I'm signing Friday. So I only need one more, and I can do it.
Cool. Oh yeah, you can. You can.
So,
All right, solid. So now I'm gonna mute you again. So it's like an alien noise. I don't even know how to explain.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Okay. So now that we've gone over your goals, here's what's up. We're gonna level up a little bit. Okay. And I'm gonna do this for myself too. Let me write down my own goals. What did I tell you guys? I said Success Club 20 and 6 coaches, 2 to Emerald. And I said hit 152 pounds, no missed workouts, and don't pig out. Okay, yeah. So we're just gonna we've got like 9 minutes left here. And I just want to use this. You guys don't have to like say anything back. I just want you to kind of take this and maybe think about it as you get off of here tonight, throughout the rest of the week, whatever you need to do. But, you know, I'm sure you've heard, like, I feel like we learned this in like school or something, but it's like setting SMART goals. They are specific, they are measurable, they are, what are the other letters? Is it like attainable or something like that? I don't even know. But like, you got to be specific, okay? And so like, for instance, Lainey said she wants to drink more water. Well, what does that mean? And Tia said that she wants to eat better. Well, what does that mean? And Liz says she wants to start running more. Well, what does that mean? Like, you've got to get specific in the goals that you set for yourself. So like for Liz, if she's not running at all right now, she can start out with running 2 days a week. That's specific. That's measurable because she can look back at her week and be like, okay, did I run twice? Because if she, you know, just says, I want to run more, and then goes and looks back at her week and, okay, yeah, she ran 1 day. So technically she ran more, but it's not specific enough that you can really measure progress. You know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to get specific in the goals that you set for yourself, okay? So like, they need to have numerical value. They need to have some sort of deadline, something that you can measure it by. I'm trying to look at these other goals. And like, then one of Sam's goals was complete 21-day fix successfully. Well, what does successfully mean to you? That can be different for a lot of different people. So make sure you set your specifics on what you want those standards to be for yourself. Okay. And then honestly, just like leveling up your goals. I know that I've recommended to you guys before for personal development or business development to listen to Josh Coates. One of his, I would say, famous quotes is, "Let's puke together." And that basically means that when you are setting goals for yourself, they should make you feel so uncomfortable that you want to puke. And why should you do that? Because, for instance, sorry, I'm trying to like look at your guys' goals. Like, Tia said that, you know, she wants to hit Success Club 5. Last month she hit Success Club 2. It's like Success Club 5 is a step up, obviously, so she's pushing herself. But is that a big enough jump that you're really going to push yourself to get to Success Club 5? Because if you shoot for 5, you're going to work for 5, and then that's it. What if you shot for 10 or you shot for 20? Maybe you won't reach that goal, but I guarantee you're going to work a hell of a lot harder than you would than if you just set out for 5. So I want you guys to get into this mind space where you're not afraid to set big, scary goals, and you're not afraid to not reach those goals. Because not reaching them doesn't mean you are a failure. The only way to fail is to quit, okay? So as long as you are putting forth your best effort, as long as you are putting in the daily activities and you're showing up and you're, for lack of a better term, not being a little bitch about things. I mean, like, I do it to myself too, like, oh, well, I'm tired or blah, 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 like this and that. As long as you are not letting those things control your life and control your actions, then you are not a failure, okay? I want you guys to find enjoyment in the process. I want you to find enjoyment in doing things that scare the shit out of you and doing things that make you uncomfortable, because that is the only way that you are going to grow as an individual. And that is the sole purpose of this business, or of any online business for that matter, any network marketing company. It's all about you and your journey. So level up on those goals. Set a goal that you're not really sure if you're going to reach it or not. Deep down that you can. Because if I can hit Success Club 20, or if the top coaches can hit Success Club 100, so can you. They are no different than you and I. Saying something like, well, they have more followers, they have more this and that just means you have to work harder. So yeah, maybe you've got to put forth more effort. You have to put in a little bit more blood, sweat, and tears, but I guarantee you're going to feel damn proud when you get done. Whether you reach that goal or not, you know that you gave it your all. And that is what you need to celebrate. That is what you need to be proud of. That is what you need to focus on, so that you don't get burnout, you don't get discouraged, and you don't get to a point, where you feel like you aren't capable of things. So if you need to write down your own goals, so that you have, really you should. That's something I do want to suggest to you guys. One thing that I do every single morning as part of my personal development is journaling. And at first I write down my why. Like, why am I a coach? What is my vision for the future? And we've got like 3 minutes here. I'll just kind of end with an example of how I journal, so you guys can maybe start doing this for yourself. But my vision and my why, and I focus on like kind of my current, like, what am I working for right now? For me, it is to not live paycheck to paycheck. Okay. It is not to ever be tied down to a job for someone else, so that I have complete time freedom. It is to be able to go to Summit and to provide a photo shoot for you guys. Like, that's something I want to do this year. Like, I want to have enough money to just pay for that for you guys and treat you guys to that. I like to think long-term when I'm thinking about my vision. I want to be able to work from home, and I'm writing this shit down, like pen to paper. I want to earn 6 figures so that I can provide for my future husband and kids. I want to take my parents to Walt Disney World, because we've gone a million times and I want to be able to take them. So I write down my vision and my why. And then I write down like specific goals, like 3 to 5 of them. And I kind of break it down like monthly, yearly, and then maybe like 5 years from now. So my monthly goal right now, like I said, would be like Success Club 20 or whatever. And then next year I want to be at 2-star diamond, and etc. And then I do my affirmations. And these can be very personal, but I'll go ahead and share mine. It's like, I am worthy of my dreams and goals. I have what it takes. I am a consistent leader for my team. I am confident in my mission that I stand for. And I love making and spending money. Like, I know a lot of people don't like to talk about money, but that's an affirmation that I write for myself so that I can welcome it in from the universe. You guys, we are about out of time because they give us a time limit on here. I need to take a pic before we get kicked off. So, there's Sam with her light on. Okay, I'm just going to take a picture this time. No boomerang. Smile. All right. Thank you guys so much. I will post the recording in the